You gonna take a solo?
Okay.
Are you taking a solo? Tell me. One
Okay.
way or the other, man. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, everyone. Wasn't that fabulous? Yes. How about a big hand for our music team? Woo! My name is Suzanne, and I'm a friend here at Unity. And do we have any first-time visitors today? Raise your hand. All right. 2. All right. 3. Okay. Oh, 4. 5. Very good. You are entitled to a free gift and a flower after the service, and I think you see David in the very back of the sanctuary. Okay. And we are wearing masks here at Unity, and we appreciate it. It's our common welfare comes first. So we've got some announcements. Anybody who's here in person, these same announcements are in your bulletin. If you're online, you can always go to our Facebook page or our website. And right now, let's check in on Facebook so we let everybody know we're here today. Okay. We have a lot of events happening during the week at Unity. On Wednesday, we have meditation at 6:30 p.m. over in our social hall. On Thursday at 7, we have Course in Miracles. And every Sunday, we have Reiki healing right here from 10:20 to 10:50. And the third Sunday of the month, we have Jan, who is our grief counselor, right after the service, and she'll be here today. Next Sunday, October 24th, we're going to have a trunk or treat. So bring your trunk or bring your kids, but don't put your kids in the trunk. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You could decorate your car and bring your candy because we're going to have children here. We're going to be passing out candy. Life coach Julie is going to do a vision board workshop on Saturday, November 13th from 2 to 5. She's really good from what I understand. And today, after our service, we're going to have a celebration of life for our John McEwen right here in the sanctuary at 1 p.m. And birthdays. Do we have anybody having a birthday this week? You want to raise your hand? Oh, okay. We have a gentleman back there. Very good. Happy birthday. We have a birthday for you. And we have, Mark, 21st. Mark's 21st birthday.
He's only 21?
Yeah, even though he's got gray hair. That's all right. Wait.
We're going to sing him happy birthday.
Wait. It's Vivian Mark's birthday today.
Oh.
And Jay King. If they are watching, happy birthday.
Let's sing every one of these fine folks happy birthday this morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. And now we have Reverend Nancy. You're welcome.
Suzanne. You know, it's not easy to come up here and give those announcements. There's a lot to say, so thank you, Suzanne. And thank you all for being here today. It's just a beautiful morning for us to be together, and it's really important that we get to be together and celebrate not only John, but I want to celebrate Julie, who came all the way in from Nashville for John's service today. And not only is she singing at the service, she's actually going to grace us with her beautiful voice up here today. So thank you. We appreciate you. She was here before everybody today, so it's really awesome. All right, so one thing I just want to say, Jenna, sorry, the sun's coming in, so I'm kind of looking at you over there. Janice, raise your hand, Janice. Janice is our board angel on duty today. If you need anything or you want to talk to him, he is available. So, Janice, thank you for being here today. All right, let's join together and sing our affirmation, and let's see if we can say it like we mean it, okay? Are we ready? All right, you mean it? Yeah. Okay. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And I also want to thank Reverend Allen. Thank you for covering last week. If you were here, you know he gave a really good message. I listened to it, and I really appreciate it. And, of course, we're blessed to have Reverend Debbie back this week, too. So thank you. And if you're staying for the service, you'll hear more from them later. All right. Let's look at today's daily word, which is world peace. That would be 2 daily words, world peace. And it says this. Sorry. Wow, you guys are really slow. Jeez, I thought you were going to come back at me a little quicker than that. I know exactly, Bobby. That's my theory. All right. Yes. Here's what it says for today. I am a peaceful presence to all. Peace in the world begins with me. I consider it a sacred responsibility to respond to all people and circumstances peacefully. I forgive myself for those moments I am less than peaceful and quickly return to the peace of God in my heart. I am a living expression of God, just as all people are. My tranquil bearing inspires peacefulness wherever I go, with everyone I meet. Each day, I join like-minded people, everywhere in a renewed commitment to be a presence of peace. I give thanks that as each of us communicates God's love in our own unique ways, peace and harmony are established in both individuals and families, communities, and among nations throughout the world. And from 2 Corinthians, it says, put things in order, listen to my appeal, agree with one another, live in peace, and the God of love and peace will be with you. Isn't that beautiful? Amen to that is right. All right, I am going to turn it over to Elliot and the band, and we're going to sing Michael Hilson's song, Rise Up.
All right, guys, it's time. Let's bring the energy.
Step 1, rise up.
1,
Step 2,
3, 4.
rise up. Here we go.
Now is the time and the place to let your guard down here in the space. You are safe and loved. So stand on your feet. You're complete. There is no judgment, and feel the beat of a heart in empathy. We are meant to be. Empathy, we are meant to be. So get up. Empathy, we are meant to be. In empathy, we are meant to be. So get up. So lift your spirit and rise up. Recognize your true self. So lift your spirit and rise up and realize your true wealth. And lift your spirit and rise up. Let go of your gloom. So lift your spirit and rise up. Let joy fill this room. So get up. Now is the time and the place to let your guard down here in the space. You are safe and loved. So stand on your feet. You're complete. There is no judgment. And feel the beat of our hearts. And empathy we are meant to be. Empathy we are meant to be. So get up. Empathy we are meant to be. And empathy we are meant to be. So get up. So lift your spirit and rise up. Recognize your true self. So lift your spirit and rise up. Realize your true wealth. So lift your spirit and rise up. Let go of your gloom. So lift your spirit and rise up. Let joy fill this room. Come on! So get up. So get up. So get up. So get up.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. We love that energy first thing in the morning. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Who needs coffee?
Uh-oh.
I did it again, Emma. Emma, you know what you need? You need to sit next to me. It's like my jump up mechanism.
She just thinks you need a very proper introduction. She's got, you know.
He rose up.
Good morning. All right, so today's affirmation is everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. I ask for help, I tell life what I want, and then I allow it to happen. And our daily word today for the teens is divine order, which is also 2 words, Nancy. A well-ordered life is like climbing a tower. The view halfway up is better than the view from the base, and it steadily becomes finer as the horizon expands. When I hear the words divine order, I sometimes wonder what they mean, and what they mean to me personally. Looking in Webster's dictionary, I find that divine means of relating to or proceeding directly from God, while order means to put persons or things into their proper place in relation to each other. So I know that divine order is God guiding me to where I need to be and when I need to be there. I might not always feel the effects of divine order in my life, yet in the recesses of my soul, I know it is real. It might not be quite as evident as the sun rising or the plants that produce oxygen for me to breathe, but it is there. Divine order isn't an instant guarantee that things are going to work out how I want them to, but it does assure me that God's Spirit is acting in and through me and everyone else for the highest good of all. Divine order is at work in my life. All right, and now we are ready to go next door.
Sweet. I am walking in the light, in the light, in the light. I am walking in the light of God. In the light, in the light. of God.
Emma's a real trooper today. She actually flew in at 2 a.m. today, and she's still here. I don't know what your children will be doing today, but, they may be watching Emma nap. I'm not sure. Thank you, Allison. It's nice to have you here today, too. All right, we have 2 good news stories today. One of them is right here in Hillsborough County, and we actually know this sheriff, which is really fun. So the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office District 3 deputies have gotten to know a man named Daniel Cruz who has cerebral palsy. And he regularly ventures out on his mobility scooter to a local convenience store. Well, unfortunately, Daniel's scooter gets stalled and he gets stuck in the middle of roads oftentimes. So Deputy Perez and Deputy Ramir jumped into action and teamed up with Saving Our Seniors and secured a donation of a new powered wheelchair for Mr. Cruz. Thanks to everyone involved, he is now able to safely cross the road. And thank you, HCSO deputies and Saving Our Seniors, for going above and beyond to serve and protect our community. And it's actually Deputy Raymer. I just realized I said his name wrong. So anyway, isn't that great? That's a good story. And I want to thank Jeffrey. That's from you, wasn't it? Yeah, and I also want to thank Bobby Lopez, who watches online and shared the second story, and Kathy Johnson for getting these stories together for us. I appreciate you all. So the second story really touched my heart. This was you may have seen the picture already. I think it's made its way around social media, but a firefighter a picture was taken of a firefighter reading to a girl who had survived a car crash. It's a viral picture. It captured the moment when he read a book to a little girl after a crash in Montana. The Billings Fire Department identified the firefighter as 26-year-old Ryan Benton. On September 29th, Benton and the Billings Engine 4 responded to a 2-vehicle accident around 8 p.m. Firefighters said no injuries were reported, but both vehicles sustained major damage, making them undrivable. According to the department, Benton noticed that one of the occupants was a young girl, and he took a book and started reading to her to take her mind off the traumatic event. And while the crews were helping her parents and the other car get tow trucks. Well, apparently, whenever the Billings firefighters respond to a fire or a crash, they carry book bags containing a stuffed animal and toys and a book about firefighters. And the reason is because they want to help children in times of scary situations. Isn't that nice? I didn't even know they did that. Billings firefighters, media, yeah, it's very nice. So the coordinator, Cameron Abel, said the idea is that anytime we're in an emergency with a child, we can have something to give to the parents or the child and have them have something to take their mind off the event. Allie Marie Schmalz, that was a bystander on the scene, snapped the photo and said, "Sweetest thing ever. This fireman is reading books to a little girl who was in an accident. First responders are amazing." So, yeah. They do? Are local? I never knew that. You'd think Gilbert would have told me that over the years. Right. I think it's really awesome. All right, we're going to get ready for meditation. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I've been off a little today.
No,
so.
not at all, not at all.
All right. We're going to get ready for meditation and prepare ourselves. So let's listen to this beautiful voice.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Sanctuary for you.
So as we just prepare now, thinking about that sanctuary, going into that quietest space, just take a few deep breaths. Try to relax your mind and your soul, your thoughts. Just take this time for yourself. Listen to the words I'm going to share, taking in what is meant for you. I am a child of the most divine Spirit of all. And I'm filled with limitless divine potential. I have the power of Spirit within and the ability to make a lasting difference in the world. And all I need to do is to maintain forward momentum in nurturing my spiritual self every day. Just like a flower knows how to stretch towards the sun, I too must stretch beyond my own boundaries and open myself to spiritual growth and awakening. Through prayer and meditation, I experience the loving support of the divine Spirit of God and allow that continuous source and supply of energy to stir my soul and create greater awareness of my divine source in God. While my life may seem hectic some days, practicing mindfulness can help me be fully present to my life experiences and to the people around me. I am lovingly supported by the one presence and one power that breathes life into my being. But that connection can only remain strong if I become increasingly aware that it exists. All it takes is my attention to build that strength and to feel that power and that source that can carry me even on the days when I don't think I can carry myself. I commit to making adjustments to my routine and spiritual unfoldment to become my greatest priority, knowing that life will be easier to navigate and more peaceful if I do. Let's take that in for a few moments. When I allow Divine Spirit to lead the way, my life is propelled forward with ease. Centered in peace, feeling relaxed and refreshed. I open my mind to what is mine to learn today. And I am at peace. Go ahead, Bobby. Bobby, go ahead. It's not official till Bobby rings the bell. So today we're talking about setting our spiritual flywheel into motion. And one of my favorite books, business books, was written by Jim Collins. And it's called Good to Great. Some of you may have seen it. And in the book, the premise of the book is that in order to be a good leader and go from being good to great, there are certain things that you have to do. And he talks about the transformation process that we go through. And that's both for us as individuals and as an organization. He coined the phrase the flywheel effect because he wanted to convey the importance of building and maintaining forward momentum. While his intended audience, of course, was business leaders, I see it as being completely relevant in our spiritual life. So I want to show you a picture of a flywheel, in case you've never seen one. It's a 5,000-pound circular apparatus. It sits on a 30-foot wide metal frame, and it's 2 feet thick. It's a source of energy. And the key to getting it to work is to gently inch it forward, 1 inch at a time, just a little bit. Imagine 5,000 pounds. For our own purposes, I want you to imagine today that there's a handle on the side. And someone telling you that your job is to turn that wheel. The goal is to build consistent effort and to start to move that wheel forward. The first rotation is really labor intensive. Takes all your might to get it to go around. But once you start to get to that place where it picks up speed, it starts to feel a little easier and there's less and less resistance. And before you know it, there is this gigantic swooshing sound that happens. And when that happens, it is starting to propel itself. Now, this becomes an incredible source of energy. And there's no stopping it, because if you try to stop it, you're going to jolt yourself back so far, and you're going to have to go through all of that motion all over again. Most important to know is once you get that thing going, it's going to stay moving with very little effort from you. Now, let's imagine for just a minute that that is your connection to God. That is your spiritual source. And every day you inch it forward, and before you know it, it is taking care of itself. And that energy is provided to you on an ongoing basis. But what is the likelihood that in 1 hour together on Sundays, once a week, that would be enough to inch this 5,000-pound mechanism forward? So if this is the most powerful energy in the entire universe, what do you think you have to put into it for it to stay moving forward? If we want to get the most out of our divine source, we need to engage that energy with consistent daily effort, because it's going to provide us continuous energy. It's going to help us release the energy we need at a rate that exceeds our own individual capability. And it's going to empower us as long as we are engaged. The minute we stop, it stops. The line feeds into us, but we have to do something with it. We were born with that. So the first thing we have to think about is affirming what we actually believe in. I want to ask you to think about these 3 questions. Number 1, do I believe that my divine connection to God is a continuous source of energy? Because if you don't believe that, then it's going to be difficult to get anything out of it. So that's the first question to ask yourself. The second question is, has that energy been available to you when you needed it most? Think of all the times you could barely move yourself through a challenge or an obstacle. And what was carrying you forward? That power, that energy, that divineness that we all possess. We all have it. It's not outside of us, it's inside of us. And the third question is, has believing in that divine source helped me move forward? The second thing we have to think about is imagining what can be. Imagining all the thoughts, all the ideas, all the desires that we have. How is it that they're going to come to fruition if all we do is think about them once a week? So I would ask you to think about what thoughts you're holding for yourself. Not just for you, but for others. What desires do we have? And can we even imagine ourselves experiencing those very things? What spiritual evolution do we wish for ourselves? How far do we want to carry our earthly life? That's what we're here for, isn't it? To expand, to give our gifts, to share our talents, to share knowledge, to transfer what we know, to leave a legacy. Isn't that what we're going to see today when we have John's service and we hear his music? Isn't it going to live on far beyond him? And we can all continue to propel it forward by how we embrace it. Can we even imagine life fully empowered by this 5,000-pound energy force that would carry us through life? You know, imagination is one of the 12 powers we were born with. The ability to think for ourselves and create and wish and dream and hold those dreams. The desire to heal ourselves, the desire to help others, the prayers we say for others. Those are all things we're putting into this energy source that carry the world forward, not just us. And that's what expands our spiritual evolution, is how much we put into it. Next, we have to have a strategy, just like you do in your daily life. We need to map what are the daily practices that we can adopt that would actually help us. So here are a few for you to think about. Perhaps it's the obvious ones, meditation and prayer. Maybe it's a nature walk. Maybe it's just time for self-reflection. Or maybe you're someone who likes to journal and write down your thoughts. There's no magic in this. You have to decide what fits your lifestyle. Because if you don't adopt something that fits your lifestyle, you're not going to do it. I could give you the 1, 2, 3, but if those don't fit you, what's the point? You have to pick the things you're willing to do because they fit you. So for example, if you're someone who doesn't like to write and you pick journaling, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to sit there doodling in that journal book, right? You're going to doodle, you're not going to be able to get through it, and you're not going to be able to focus. So it's very important that you take time to figure out what is best for me. And affirmations, sitting in the silence, finding ways to quiet your mind and figure out what you want. The next thing for us is to push through our discomfort and make a commitment. We have to find a routine for ourselves and get through that awkward period of, ooh, I have to add this. But here's what's ironic. Do you forget to shower? No. Do you forget to eat every day? Why is it we know those things? Do you forget to feed your pets when you go home? Maybe. Yes, exactly. But here's what I want you to get. Everything in life that we do automatically, you know, we get in the car, we drive, all these things that are automatic for us, we learned them. We didn't just wake up one day and know to do them every day. So our spiritual evolution requires the same exact thing. And that spiritual flywheel can carry us to a place where we can go further and further and further and not be awkward and uncomfortable. Our commitment has to be on autopilot, and we have to learn the same from a spiritual perspective. Now, if we truly want to experience that continuous source of energy that keeps us in forward motion, then we have to commit to the thoughts and actions we think will keep the connection strong. So make that daily commitment, make a weekly commitment commitment and see yourself inching your life forward based on your desires. The next thing is observing and monitoring. What good will it do if we don't notice how far we're coming? That these things are starting to work for us. So it's important that we not only observe the ways the new practices that we have adopted are starting to take hold and become part of our routine, but we need to recognize our spiritual growth. How are we growing as a result? Are we better people? Are we giving of ourselves in good ways? Are we serving the world the way we need to? Because those are the things that we'll see if we start paying attention. We have to monitor our energy levels. When our energy levels are dropping, we need to give that thing another crank, because it means we're not doing enough to keep ourselves built. When you are in the best place spiritually that you can be, you don't even notice that you feel any kind of dissonance in life. But when you're tired and you're worn down and you haven't taken any time to feed yourself spiritually, you know the difference. We all know it. We have all been there. You know, when you think if one more person speaks to me, I am going to bite them. Like, it's, right? We all know when we get there. Yes, act like you don't feel that way. We all know when we've had too much. And we all know when we need to disconnect from the world, the daily world, and reconnect to our source. As Jim Collins said in his book, there is never the one big push that makes the flywheel kick into gear. While some efforts, when you're turning the flywheel, will be greater than others, it is the accumulation of effort that puts it into motion. If we're not continually turning the handle hour by hour, day by day, our growth will become stagnant. We need to give it a good push, get that energy, run on autopilot, go back and reset, and get ourselves back in gear. Let's take a look at today's takeaways. So number one is to affirm your divine source exists. Embrace the power of your higher consciousness. Number two is to imagine what can be. See yourself there. Number three, define your strategy. Determine the steps necessary. Number four, push through the discomfort, building strength and patience in the process. And number five, observe and monitor efforts. Experience the power of co-creating. Our affirmation today is, I am divine energy in motion. Let's say that together. I am divine energy in motion. I want to end with a quote written by Rickson Gracie. Physical strength, hard work, mental strength, perseverance, and spiritual strength, love and acceptance are the keys to continuous growth. Let's pause for a moment and take that in. So we reflect on what it might be and imagine what can be if we are to put our spiritual flywheel into motion. The greatest energy in the universe is ours for the asking, and all we have to do is propel it forward. Thank you, God, for the gift of this power. Amen. If you have a special need for prayer, we have a great group of chaplains, And I would just invite you to put your prayer in the prayer box, write it on one of those envelopes, and or go online, and or you can also call our prayer line, okay? But we are here to help you, and we have really, really dedicated people, myself included, to those prayer lists. And now I'm going to bow to the masters. Julie is going to grace us with her beautiful voice. Elliot, Michael, Alvon, thank you. Duncan, thank you. David, thank you. Michael Williams, thank you. And thanks to everyone who makes our services possible.
Thank you, Nancy. You know, so it's really nice that, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Nancy. Wonderful talk. I had to step out. I got to go back and listen to the entire thing online now because I need to hear the entire thing. I was very happy that Duncan made a song request this week that we're going to do at the end. And I sent that song to Nancy, and that kind of helped inspire her talk. And then I sent the talk to Julie, and Julie decided that we'd do this song today.
Yep, it's called Think Good Thoughts.
That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm just gonna say it. There's no use in delaying. I'm tired of the angry hanging out inside me. So I quiet down the devil. I'm gonna knock him with the shovel, and I'll bury all my trouble underneath the rubble. When I'm alone in my dark, dark room, I have to tell myself to think good thoughts, think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be if we just think good thoughts. Stop the bad from feeding. Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. Promising myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. Na 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 na. I'm not saying that it's easy, especially when I'm moody. I might be cursing like a sailor till I remind myself I'm better. 'Cause words can be like weapons. Oh, when we use them we regret them. But I'm not gonna let them take away my heaven. And when I start feeling blue, I remember to tell myself to think good thoughts, think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be if we just think good thoughts. Stop the bad from feeding. Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. Promising myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I think of rain on a summer night, stars filling up the sky, sun shining on my face, making my secret wish, finding my happiness. That always makes me hold my head up high. Hold my head up high. I wanna think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be if we just think good thoughts. Stop the bad from feeding. Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. Promising myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. Na 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 na
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I told Julie, I'm like, if you're coming down, we're going to have you singing as much as humanly possible because, you know.
Now, we're not just letting you come down and hang out. That was beautiful. Thank you both, all of you. That was really beautiful. All right, first I want to say thank you. Thank you for your incredible donations. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for helping us continue our mission to serve our community. We're really doing good things in our community, and we're about to ramp up because it's that season where the community needs us more. So we'll be asking you to help with supplies and things for children and the homeless, and we have a lot going on, so be prepared. But I just want to say thank you because your gifts are amazing. And you know how to contribute if you decide you want to. There's a box in the narthex. There's a way to do that online. And you can also do that. You'll be able to do that from our new app, hopefully, in the next. Yes, now that we have the banking part figured out, now we're hopefully going to have our app in gear. All right, so I want to. Pardon? Is the app available yet? Not yet. Are you needing beta testers? Yeah, no, it's no. No, they have it together, we don't. We needed a lot of information that we didn't know we needed, but we're getting there. Yes, that caused like a month's change, but anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah. It is for the church. You'll be able to get everything on it. So that'll be our way of keeping in touch. So let's see how good you're doing with the prosperity prayer. Should I have you stand up, turn around, and not look? No? Okay. All right. Let's say our prosperity prayer together. Oh, good job, Jeffrey. Are you ready? All right, let's see. I have faith in God as my instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. I have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. I have faith in God to guide me in all my ways, and my health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good now flowing forth to meet our every need. Amen to that. Nice job. Good job. All right, and now you're going to hear another really beautiful song written by John McEwen.
But first, I fumble around with some papers on the music stand. One, two, three, four. Right here. Your experience of the world is your invention. You are inventing it all the time. See, more is possible and more will become. You see all as hopeless and all will collapse around you.
Yeah. Know what you're feeling and know why. Don't miss your chance to light a candle. Don't be so serious all the time. See, more is possible and more will become. See, better as possible and better will be. But see, all as hopeless and all will collapse around you. Yeah. Know what you're feeling and know why. Know what you're doing and know why. Yeah. Your experience of the world is your invention. See, better is possible and better will be. See, happiness as possible and happiness we'll see. But see, all as hopeless and all will collapse around you. Yeah. Imagine what could be. Imagine what could be. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Imagine what can be. Imagine what could be. Yeah, yeah. Imagine what could be. Imagine what could be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, imagine what could be. Imagine what could be. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Imagine what can be. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Duncan, for giving me that CD, man. Been really cool to listen to. That was a song that John recorded back in just 2018. And we thought it'd be nice to bring it to you guys. Thought it had a little bit of a Unity twist to it. So I think it's that time that we're going to stand and sing the peace song. Am I forgetting anything, Nancy? Okay. Ooh. New strings. Apologize, folks. I was bending them a little bit on that last one. What can I say? Okay. You guys are so patient and quiet. Wow, thank you.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
And now now let's join together in saying the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is right. Before you go, two things. If you are staying for the service, we have a bunch of food and water for you. So it will be over outside of Fellowship Hall, and there are seats also in Fellowship Hall, but we just want to be cautious about being unmasked and eating, okay? So please be careful. And second, I need to apologize because I forgot to thank Chris again. I am like so lame. I don't know why it is. I think because he sits there and I just don't see him and my mind doesn't do it. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. So extra thanks for Chris. All right. Thank you, guys. Have some food. Oh, yes, Tanya. Yes, we need this room cleared out at 12:15 because the choir needs to practice for John's service. Thank you, Tanya. Okay? Oh, I need this. Oh, I really need to go talk to people. All right, no, because she's going to make me practice in 8 minutes. Yeah. Give me your extra blessing, will you? I'm going to need it today. I know. It's emotional, but then on top of it, I'm singing and I'm like, I feel like I'm tap dancing. I know it's going to be an interesting dynamic. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm glad you're staying, though. I'll feel better that you're here. Thank you. Yeah. Hi. Oh.